welcome back to Paradise Killer. I'm dear darling, and when love dies, all that remains is the truth. Where we're going to have a big episode today because we are doing a trial, right? We are outside a courthouse, and the thing I thought about before this is we should make a second save, just in case, because I'm under the impression this game will probably have multiple endings. I'm not necessarily sure how much we divulge, but like I was thinking about it, I was like, it only makes sense to have multiple endings because you can start the trial at any time. If you literally just start the trial, there's no way I'm going to get the same ending as if I well, I did what I did and got everything. Sorry, I'm just moving my OBS because I can't actually see it right now. So yes, we had the conversations about what we thought was the actual full stories last time. But now we're in an interesting place where we need to think about exactly how we're going to carry out this trial. I don't really know what the mechanics might be like, but you know, basically the long and short of it is like everyone is involved somewhat, but people have different levels of involvement, and you know, who we end up accusing, I suppose, might matter the most. So in my mind, the people who are most at fault are Carmelina and Witness, being the sort of like ringleaders of the two sort of things. If I had to choose one, I would choose Carmelina to be like, you're the problem. So it's like Akiko is a weird one because I'm sympathetic to her cause, but also I'm like, you did some messed up stuff to get your way. Crimson Acid, as we all know, absolute no biases whatsoever. But I'd probably say that Crimson Acid is definitely involved, but I don't think she's involved enough to warrant like. Well, to be fair, I don't know what the punishment is. I assume, you know, death, seeing as we have a gun. I don't think Crimson Acid or Dr. Doomjazz, to be honest, warrant like anything more than like a slap on the wrist, probably, because this is like compared to they did not cause the crime to all own crimes. Lily and Sam are an interesting place because it's a thing where I'm sympathetic to their cause as well, like in the case of Akiko, but they didn't do like. They did a bad thing where they like smuggled in the crate, but really their biggest crime is more like bypassing the gates, if anything, right? Because I don't think they fully understood or knew what they were doing. They were just part of Witness's plan. I mean, maybe I misunderstood. It's also been like several months since like we found out information, so I might get things wrong. But I'm just gonna say now that I'm just gonna do this as honestly as I can. I don't, basically the long short is I don't want to implicate Crimson or Dr. Doomjazz, and I feel like the Daybreaks are sympathetic, so if we can sort of be like, hey, maybe they should be like punished, but I don't know, extremely whatever. Carmelina, Witness, they're kind of really at fault. Akiko and Yuri, they're like far too tangled up with the entire thing to be removed from punishment, in my opinion. I guess Interrogate, I'm a demon, and did Henry actually do anything in the end? I don't think so. Did he? It's sort of like a double jeopardy where I don't think he should get punished for being possessed by a demon again several years ago, right? I mean, he's going to die anyway, right? He's a citizen, but still. Investigator, are you our savior as well? Is paradise worth saving? Yes, we're ready to start the trial. Have you found facts and crafted the truth? I'm ready to work through this with you, Lady Love Dies. We should examine your case files and cast a light upon the shadowy recesses where truth lies.
Truth will open.
Are you ready to begin the trials, Lady Love Dies? This is a point of no return. Ensure that you are happy with your evidence and reasoning. There is no going back. Start trials. Let's expose the truths.
Lady Love Dies.
Are you sure, Lady Love Dies? This is a point of no return, where we descend into the madness of crime. The penalty for anyone you convict of any crime will be death as dictated by syndicate law. Okay, so very important thing to note here. The penalty is unabashedly death, no matter what. Which is insanity. Okay, so there are no slap on the wrist. Anyone we accuse and present evidence will be executed. Right, okay, so that changes my thinking a bit. Who do I think should be executed for the crimes? Carmelina and Witness, definitely. Yuri and Akiko probably should be. Sam and Lydia, I'm going to have to think about because I'm not sure. Because it's like, yes, they did, but they're also sort of like, it's more like they abetted in the crime. Like, can't we like exile them or something instead? I don't want to execute them. That seems too harsh. But Crimson, Acid, and Doomjazz should not be. Henry also technically should not be, but he's going to die anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But we'll see. Please be sure. Start the trials and cross the point of no return into the abyss of crime.
Time to breathe life back into paradise.
Exactly what you said. I'm overjoyed to hear that. Please wait while I assemble the suspects in the chamber of justice. Oh, the trials begin. Paradise hangs in the balance. Let me explain how we shall uncover truth and lies. We will hold a trial for each case logged in file logs in Starlight.
Show me your truth.
You will choose which suspects you wish to accuse and present your argument against them. I am an impartial tool of justice. I shall analyse your evidence and determine if you have proven your case. Okay, so presumably if you didn't have enough evidence, then the judge will be like, okay, this accusation does not hold. Can you break alibis? Can you put the suspect at the scene? How strong is your case? All that matters is that justice is carried out. I'm not interested in speculation and weak prosecutions. Okay, so this is basically saying, as I understand it, whoever we accuse, we need to have solid evidence for. So we can't accuse. So theoretically, that probably means we can't actually accuse Crimson Acid of anything because everything is almost speculative about her, right? I need the truth. We will find the suspect responsible for each crime. So for each crime in Starlight is going to be interesting because there's a lot of crimes. Like there's an individual crime for breaching every single seal, right? We'll see how that goes. The door to truth will open. Anyone found guilty will be executed. This is a crime to end all crimes. Anyone involved cannot be allowed to infect Perfect 25 with a criminality. Okay. I thought about it a bit more. I think it's because I like Lydia and Sam as people more than I like, you know, Akiko and Yuri, that I'm willing to give them a pardon. So, okay, basically, implications. Who do we want executed? Carmelina, witness, for sure. Akiko, Yuri should be punished for their crimes. Lydia and Sam, you're off a hook. But only because you were actually, both of you were really nice to me. If you weren't both so nice to me, I don't think there was a chance that you were going to survive through this. You would have been the same as Yuri and Akiko. Doom Jazz, Crimson Acid, you're just going to be spectators, basically. You will do the execution. The investigation freak will execute justice. Why do you call us the investigation freak as well? Aren't you an impartial judge? Be confident about who you accuse. Are you clear on how the trials will work? Do you need me to repeat this? Come on, let's breathe life back into paradise. I'm ready to go. Let's breathe life back into paradise.
The hell?
Judge? The island is ending. Our home shatters before us.
I am the leader.
This farce has gone on for long enough. It is time to move to the new island, Judge. I am the acting leader. I initiated the shutdown. What? You initiated a shutdown while the trial... Well, okay, to be fair, it's because we have a lot of evidence against her, so it makes sense for her to do this. To pressure us. The prime suspect has been sitting behind bars, while the freak runs around the island chasing down false leads.
How dare you?
You have until the end of the island to do your trial. So are we literally on a time limit? The truth may not be as simple as you believe, Architect. I'm doing this for the good of a syndicate. Perfect 25 is waiting. You can't do that. Judge, the clock is ticking. What does this mean for the trials? We don't have much time, Love Dies. The white smoke of oblivion threatens to consume the truth. You will have one desperate chance to find the truth for each case file. Make it count. Okay. So this is just a plot device to basically be like, you can't accuse everyone for each trial thing. The rest of the syndicate are in agreement. It is time to move on and execute Henry.
Whatever you fucking say.
Frick you. You are overstepping your authority, Architect.
Crime is repulsive.
Judge, let's breathe life back into paradise. Love Dies. You're authorized to once again wield your service weapon. Take hold of a chamber full of justice. I love how... I thought Judge was so straight-laced and everything. She talks so, like, over the top and flowery. Used it at the end of the trials to execute the guilty. Okay, so we don't execute until the end of all the accusations. Any involvement in this heinous crime carries a sentence of death. Okay, so be careful who we accuse for, because literally anything... I mean, the judge has said it 3 times by now, if it wasn't clear enough already. Any involvement is considered execution worthy. Judge, this is Judge, this is severe. This is a crime to end all the crimes. Any amount of involvement is heresy against the gods and an atrocity against the syndicate. Or do you disagree?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I do not. Be strong in your accusations, investigator. The penalty for any of these crimes is death. How many times do you need to reiterate this, Judge? We got it. It's been a while since I executed justice.
The journey into truth and justice begins.
Okay. Well, here we go. Can we just leave? That'd be so funny. No, okay. So we got everyone here. Doom, Jazz, Crimson Acid. Henry is so short. I didn't realize this. Carmelina, Witness, Yuri, Akiko. Okay. So, speak to the suspects and collect your gun. We'll commence the trials shortly. Oh, okay. Crimson. Hope you know what you're doing, lady. You better have the evidence you need for whatever you're planning. Is there like an ending where you can get everyone accused of a crime? I guess you probably could. Right, because Doom, Jazz, and Crimson Acid. Crimson you could do for the getting past the second Holy Seal, and I guess Doom, Jazz you could do for Ice Key Whammy stuff, maybe? Doctor? Love dies. If you prosecute me, will I get conjugal visits? Sorry, Doc. The punishment for this crime is going to make that difficult. Always a flirt. Henry? This is for formality, right? I'm lined up to get my head blown off, aren't I? Actually, no. And that's what we're here to find out, but you're going to die anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Lydia? Sam? Hey, LD. We're cool, right? We're in the clear, aren't we? We'll find out at the trial, guys. You are in my books, mainly because you are just kind of cool. Architect?
Do your job.
Investigator. The island is ready to die and new one started. Do not delay in prosecuting Henry. All the evidence points towards him. Those are, like, really strong words for the fact that we basically accused you of everything, Carmelina, and presented the evidence for you in maybe ways we shouldn't, but still. Grand Marshal? Nenorochito, you better get this right. Henry did it and needs to be executed. Wrap this up. Yuri? Yuri? Freak, let's get this over with. We all know who did it. You're wasting my time. Alright. Witness. I'm so sad about Witness because I actually love Witness as a character, but, you know, this is a heinous crime. Witness? Lady Love Dies. This is it, isn't it? The reckoning. The future of paradise. I hope you make right choices. So do I. Okay. No one else to speak to. Pick up our gun of justice. Love dies guns for executing the guilty. You retrieved your gun. I hope you appreciate how serious your accusations will be. Return to a stand when you're ready to talk.
Lady Love Dies.
Investigator, we'll begin the trials. I don't know if we can do this in one episode, depending how long it is. Truth or fact? Henry's escape. Okay, this we accuse Akiko for because she was basically the one who did it. Henry's alleged escape. Henry allegedly escaped during the execution, broke through the prison bars and headed to the council building, murdering the martial guards, traversing the holy seals and killing the council before being apprehended at the scene. How did Henry escape? How did the accused killer break out of incarceration? Is it as the report states, or did something else happen? Henry Division is alleged to have escaped the desolation cell and murdered the council. Investigator, peel back the shroud of inscrutability and bring forward the sweet smile of truth. This person speaks like me. State your truth. Oh, wow, I love this, like, accusation screen. Consider facts and find your truth. Who we accuse of crime? Obviously, we accuse Akiko because phone. She wasn't at the desolation cell when witness called her. Henry remembers seeing Unite, which is only through the barracks. Henry doesn't go through the Syndicate HQ logs. He didn't go through main entrance. He went through the barracks because Akiko took him there. That's why. That's what we said. Henry was full of inhibitors, so could not have escaped, so could not have overpowered Akiko. The only way... Akiko is a very capable fighter. The only way that would have happened is if she let it happen. Broke procedure. Very true. Execute Henry on her own. Impossible time frame, which doesn't make sense because of a shortcut through Marshall Barracks. Torn apart prison bars. I don't even remember what the point of this was. No, this was to frame Henry of escaping, right? Because really she just continued forward through the barracks. Who else can we accuse? Henry. This is a report. Had a murder weapon. Blood found in Henry's stomach is full of several members of a council. That I never actually considered. How did that happen? I guess he must have made it his way through to the fourth. No, wait, he did, right? Okay, whatever. Possible he could have done it. Witness. Oh yeah, overcoming the inhibitors. Strange device, that witness. Well, it tried to trigger, but I'm pretty sure this probably didn't work, is my guess. Death screams. Demonic crate, yes. I mean, that didn't really help with Henry's escape. I love these accused things where they all cover their face. Carmelina looks so different. She looks so angry. Crimson Acids looks psychotic. I don't think we've seen Lydia's one. I don't think we've seen Sam's one as well. That's beautiful. Have we seen Yuri's one? Straight up fighting. We can accuse one last kiss of anything? Oh, well, we can accuse that non-negate. I'm a demon. Oh, interesting. I didn't expect those to appear, but anyway. Akiko is obvious accusation. Previous convictions, none. Oh, yeah, because we're accusing them on multiple crimes. Are you sure you want to confirm this accusation and present your evidence? Once you confirm, you'll not be able to reverse court proceedings. Lucky for you, we have save states. Confirm. Suspect confirmed.
When love dies, all that remains are the facts.
I believe it's part of a plan. I believe this was part of a plan by Akiko.
That's a lie, Nenorochito.
Nenorochito.
Turfa!
The freak is lying. Todas estao putkadri. I don't know how to say that. The Grand Marshal broke the primary suspect out of the prison she put him in. Present your evidence. Construct a truth. Oh, okay. Do we have to present everything? Do we get to present everything? Oh, okay. So let me think. Akiko's alibi break is probably the strongest. I can break Akiko's alibi. The truth requires us to examine Akiko's alibi. Akiko went to execute Henry, but alleges Henry escaped at 11:52. Yeah, she from the report, she claims she found him outside the council building at 3 past midnight. I called witness as I left the desolation cell to go to the barracks to organize a search for Henry. Can anyone oh, that's not right voice. Can anyone confirm that the Grand Marshal returned to the barracks? The marshals confirmed she went back to the barracks. However, it's hard to take their word as they were fiercely loyal to you and refused to give me any physical evidence. Did you confirm the phone call? Akiko's phone records are apparently classified and the investigator isn't allowed to access them. We accessed them, didn't we? Oh no, we accessed Witness' phone. Witness confirmed he got a call from Akiko. Right, here we go. I took Witness's phone and analysed the records at the comms tower. Starlight did some backtracing of the calls, and it appears Akiko lied. The call she made to Witness wasn't from a desolation cell. The comms tower puts her location at the Syndicate HQ, which throws her timeline of events into question and puts her near the scene of a crime.
Nenorochito, you're out of your mind.
Gurutarfa Minchinoasa. Watch your language in the House of Justice. She's lying. Her little pocket calculator is wrong. She hasn't checked my phone. The data is incorrect. Witness testified that on the call from Akiko, he couldn't hear the desolation cell's distinctive dreadful atmosphere or the ocean.
Don't test me.
That isn't conclusive proof, but it still suggests she wasn't where she claims. The rock of secrecy has been lifted and the truth exposed. The Grand Marshal's alibi has been broken. Present your evidence. Construct a truth. Okay, so we can actually do everything. The time frame is a really good one as well. The time frame in Akiko's report doesn't match up. There is no way Henry could have gotten off a desolation cell, made it to the council building, traversed the holy seals and murdered the council and be found at 3 past midnight. Akiko lied. Grand Marshal, respect the civility of the courthouse. Do you have a proper response? She's making that up. The freak is making me out to be a liar. She's cooked up a little story to frame me. How did Henry cross the island, and get through all of the seals, murder the council, and exit the building by 3 past midnight? Esti Prost, he's got a demon in him. The demon gave him speed and strength. There's no evidence to suggest that. That's correct, Grand Marshal. Your word here isn't good enough. You're speculating without any evidence to back it up. Present your evidence. Construct a truth. Okay, so we can just present literally everything, I guess. I don't know what broken bars is, so I'm going to present it just to see what happens. The bars on the prison bridge were supposedly torn open by Henry with his demonic strength. Starlight analysed the bars and found traces of thermite, not demonic residue. Oh, right, because it was used to frame. This is how we're presenting as evidence. Thermite is a military-grade explosive that burns through pretty much anything. Akiko faked that part of his escape. How is we almost at 20 minutes already? Grand Marshal.
Do you want to die?
Never trust computers. Her little calculator got it wrong. Henry is demonic. What does Starlight know about demons? The freak tried to analyze something that Starlight doesn't recognize, and the closest match is thermite. Residue sample, 68% thermite, 29% barium nitrate, 2% sulfur, 0.3% polybutadiene acrylonitrile. No traces of unknown chemicals found. Thermite is an anti-material weapon and burns at an extremely high temperature. Really big hole coming right up.
Is this a fact?
Akiko used it to open the prison bars and make it look like Henry escaped.
Nenorochito.
That is a lie. A good truth. Please, let us sample some
Show
more.
me your truth.
Broken procedure. Okay, so we'll finish this accusation against Akiko and then we'll do the rest in the next episode, I guess. I didn't realise how long this trial would be. Akiko broke procedure when she went to execute Henry. She shouldn't have gone by herself. She was either doing something illicit or giving him an opportunity.
Che?
Ha! Is that the best you got? I thought you were supposed to be the investigation freak. Speculating with nothing to back it up seems like a poor show for Judge's big hope. She's right, that is speculation and not evidence.
Show me your truth.
What? We have arrested the... okay, fine, whatever. Henry was dosed up with inhibitors. How could he have escaped if he was fully sedated? Doctor, was his dosage correct?
I'm a professional.
Yes, Judge, as it has been for the last 10 years. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal?
I'll put your head on a spike.
The demon inside him tricked us. It waited for the right moment. I'll put your head on a spike. The inhibitor had never been right, but we didn't know. Doctor.
Theoretically?
That's quite the claim. It would mean that the demon was capable of plotting and fooling us for a decade.
Hypothetically.
There's no medical evidence to suggest this happened.
Is this a fact?
Very convenient that the
Or
demon pulled the
trick.
trick off right at the end of the island. Why not attack sooner? This isn't hard evidence, but I am taking it into consideration.
Show me your truth.
Henry's alibi. Excuse me. Henry's alibi breaker. I can break Henry's alibi. Lady Love Dies. Henry stands accused by everyone except for you. Do the facts lie? Do you believe in the official version of the events? No. The truth is distorted.
Paradise
The
feels
facts are
hollow.
wrong. Henry didn't go to the council building by himself. Freak. Heck yeah. This is getting interesting.
I have a bad feeling
Henry
about
remembers
this.
almost nothing about last night except seeing New Night. He specifically remembers seeing the goddess. She didn't speak to him. He saw the goddess. The only statue of New Night is in the barracks, and a normal citizen can't know that because the barracks are classified. Henry has been in the barracks though. That's where the detainees are processed when they're arrested. The statue's in the main barracks ground. Prisoners don't go through there, correct, Akiko? When I was arrested on Island 13, I only ever saw the entrance to the barracks, which connects directly to the underground holding cells. I'm not answering that. It's classified. I think you have to answer that, Akiko. Grand Marshal, you'll be found in contempt if you refuse to answer. Yeah, exactly. Fine. Arrested individuals are taken through the main gate and directly down into the holding cells.
Crime is repulsive.
Henry could only have seen New Night if he went through the tunnel that connects the desolation cell to the barracks. When he was arrested and taken to the desolation cell, he'd have to go through the main barracks grounds though.
I don't like this.
That was 10 years ago. He has lost all of his memories from that incident. The only thing that he remembers is New Night last night. That sounds like a stretch, Investigator.
Got it.
The only way to get to the council building from a desolation cell in the window of time stated is via the front gate of HQ. Boom. Drop mic. The nightmare computer logs on the HQ entrance have no record of Henry going through them. I don't believe he went through them. If he didn't go through them, the entrance, the whole case is thrown into disarray. The demonic sigils that cover Henry's body were found daubed in blood at the scene of the first seal marshals. Oh, dabbed in blood? What of them? Henry doesn't draw those symbols. There are no records of this occurring, and it's not in line with how the demons inside him behave. The sigils formed on his skin through the projection of demonic language from the demon inside of him. The demon scorched him with its own anger. Did the demon make him draw them? No, the demon doesn't micromanage Henry's actions. It just sets him on a path. Henry doesn't speak the demon's language either. I find it unlikely that Henry would perfectly recreate the sigils from a language he doesn't speak. How did they get there then? Most likely drawn by whoever was trying to frame Henry. Which, I guess would have been Akiko at this point? Couldn't he have copied them from his own body? Only if he had a mirror and the time to do it. Very well. Excellent work. You've taken the lid off a box containing the truth. Henry's alibi is
Show me your
broken.
truth.
Present, nothing. I have nothing else to present. You have proven that the official version of events for Akiko and Henry's movements last night are total fantasy. Combined with your evidence, you have created a truth that glints brilliantly in light shone by the facts. I have considered your truth, ruminated on the implications, soaked in the facts, steeped the leaves of veracity, examined the grains of legitimacy. This person really does feel like me. There is no jury here. I must leave it to the impartial sword of justice within me to stab through the heart of lies and let the blood of truth flow. A truth is revealed. A truth is known. A truth proves. Akiko, guilty. Do you have anything to say, Grand Marshal? The harsh light of truth has shone upon your crime, and you will be sentenced to death. You were sworn to protect our beloved council. You pledged the blade for so long. You are a beacon of purity. Now you will be executed, and the marshals will lose their leader. The island sequences will never be the same again. Why did you do it?
I'll kill you!
You said I wouldn't hang for this. I beg your pardon, Grand Marshal. This was... Nenorochito. This was never part of a plan, you pompous tarfa. Who are you talking to?
Nenorochito!
Gamalina, you said this would work. Now I have a gun to my head. If I'm going down for this, so are you.
Ravings of the guilty, lashing out.
I have no idea what she's talking about. Tell us everything, Akiko. You have nothing left to lose. If you are set up, you can have revenge.
I'll kill you!
You promised to induct my soldiers into the syndicate if I helped you. Now I'm going to be executed. Seo sagina de rato tu este. As suspected, you used me. You weren't careful enough and now I'm going to die.
Nenorochito,
I
you're
faked
out
Henry's
of your
escape.
mind.
I was supposed to deliver him to the outside of a council building, phone witness, and report that I found him after the council were dead. And report that I found him after the council were dead. Yes, okay. Carmelina.
This is nonsense.
This is nonsense. She's lying. She's been found out in her own little scheme, and now she's trying to take innocent people down with her.
You're hot.
I took Henry through the... Gosh, this is getting really long. I took Henry through the barracks to the council building. The official report is a lie. Okay, confirmed. Lady Love Dies. Sounds like a conspiracy, Judge. Open a case file. Ooh, new case file. Carmelina's conspiracy. Evidence to suggest that Carmelina may have been the mastermind conspiracy to kill the council. Judgment has passed. Okay. Henry's escaped convicted. Your facts have become the truth. Lady Love Dies. While you're in here, you do not have access to the phones you've been using to record your progress. Would you like me to save your progress now? Sure, save. I will save your progress before the next trial begins. Okay, so slot 1 is going to be our main... In my opinion, is going to be our main point forward, which is why I've got like a backup of just before the trials as well. Truth or fact? And I think we'll continue this in the next episode, because we're encroaching on half an hour. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. If it's been Paradise Killer, I've been dear darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.